Hey Victor, so when I first saw this topic, I actually wanted to talk a bit about pick slanting, and I've never really looked into it a whole lot, but it made me realize some things because I noticed that you played the sequence or the scale like this, just all the notes straight up, and that is actually surprisingly difficult. And I think looking into pick slanting kind of made me realize why I prefer this sort of picking pattern. Um, and the reason for that is quite simple when I kind of looked into it, but I haven't really looked closer at it. So I haven't practiced it, rather. Um, if you play the scale straight up, and if you slant your pick the way I do, let's see. Okay, so if you have the pick slanting going sort of this way, I think it is, holding it, kind of imagine, if I'm exaggerating, am I holding it downwards? Or am I coming from the other angle, kind of holding the pick diagonally downwards? So if I hold it a bit upwards like that, like this, I don't know if you can even see it. That means when I get to the end of the second string, then I'm actually coming through the string with like a motion that brings me closer to the low E. That means I have to kind of make a bigger jump. And playing the pattern I did at first here, I think, that kind of changes that kind of pick slanting on the picking pattern, because that means you're playing three notes here, and as you're playing those three notes with this pick slanting, your pick goes upwards, out, away from the strings. I'm exaggerating very much now. And that makes it easier to traverse the next string. Let me do it again, just kind of try and exaggerate still. I don't know if it's clear or not, but... And it's kind of difficult to explain this. I've not explained it before, but I kind of put on a light bulb moment for me, because that kind of picking pattern, as you see, I'm holding the pick sort of in the direction where I'm going this way, and having that pick slant in that direction, if I'm only playing through the entire scale, it's going to cause some issues, because if I'm alternate picking, that is, the first string is fine, ending on that stroke going away from the guitar. But then we get to the next one, we start an upstroke, and since we're slanting, a pick stroke is going to be towards the body of the guitar. End up in here, that means I have to make a big jump to get to the next string. can't even do it now. And obviously, this is not natural in a way that kind of doing it here because you want small emotions, but it's interesting to think about anyway that, you know, doing this, end up in here, have to make a big jump. End up in here, have to make a big jump. And of course you can get that up to speed as well. I can definitely feel that I can't get it up to speed. I'm probably going to make a similar jump in my hand to you. I don't know. Let's see. So, it's interesting to think about if you can, and obviously I'm no expert on this, but if you can slant your pick in different directions, it might actually open up some scenarios for better speed. So, going from the first string to the next string, you know, slant your pick, so your pick like away from the body. Oh, end on an when your downstrokes is away from the, like, yeah, so that's away from the body. Your downstroke could also be towards the body, but this is that direction. Okay, so away from the body, and it means we're already on the other side of that string. Now, if I'm then changing my pick slanting direction and start with it's an upstroke on the next one. If I'm then changing my pick slant to be downwards, that should allow me to traverse more easily to the next string. I can't do this up to speed, but it's something to think about. And it's something I've seen videos about anyway. So I'm changing. You see that's upwards, so I'm already doing a motion upwards and away from the string. So I can't do it, but it's something to think about anyway, as opposed to getting stuck inside those strings. That's why I can't get that great scale run completely up to speed or clean, because my pick with the slant I'm doing, I'm trying to illustrate it here, gets stuck. I'm stuck in here. Have to make a big jump. Stuck in here. Have to make a big jump. And yeah, if I slanted the other direction, I think it would actually cause the issue to be somewhere else. So you see, now that I'm slanting sort of this way, exaggerating, I'm ending up in here, and maybe that's good for economy picking. I think that's actually quite good for economy picking downwards to have that. Maybe upwards you have the different one. But yeah, alternate picking, that's an interesting one. So if I'm downwards pick slanting. So then I'm ending up on that last note here. On that string, I'm ending up being in between the E string and the A string with the pick, and that means I have to make a jump to get to the upstroke on the A string. That is using downward pick slanting. So that kind of moves the issue around. But if you can master that pick slanting while picking, I think that opens up a lot of possibilities and a lot of speed and options. I can't really say more than that because I haven't really practiced it, but it's kind of logical to me that, you know, I'm picking away, so my string is already skipping to the other side of that A string. But now when I'm coming from that last note on the A string, the F sharp, if I'm on an upstroke there and I'm pick slanting this way, my pick ends up in between the A string and the E string. And it has to make a big jump. So again, pick slanting, changing the pick slanting as we go. There might be something in that, but I'm just rambling ideas here. Upwards. Downwards. Obviously, it's a lot to think about, but it's interesting. Yeah, I'm messing it up a bit now, but I think you get my idea, and it's something worth kind of having in mind, I guess. Let's see what other people think about this.